I want to thank the Honorable Minister for giving us some extra time for this conversation. I know you're on a tight schedule. You did emphasize so beautifully about innovation and pushing for value instead of cost. We're actually having this conversation very interestingly today. Accenture stocks have crashed. It has pulled the Indian stock market down because they've given a forecast saying back office tech work that we've been doing for all these years no longer has the guidance that they've had up till now. They have a very pessimistic outlook. So at a point when we should be looking at innovation, tell me what your vision for innovation in India, specifically in Hyderabad, what will that success look like? So 5 years down the line, where will the money come from? Where will the talent come from? Where will the support come from?
Yes, very right and pertinent question. I always believe in one thing in India's potentiality. You know, we have a tendency to export our flour to again buy the bread which has been processed somewhere else and buy it with a higher cost. So I am on the philosophy, we have to just stop it. The value what we can create from here itself, let's create a value. Let the raw material is from this place itself, let it be processed in this place. Let's create a product which shall prove a value for the global world.
Unfortunately, especially in the AI race, India has not built the platforms.
Yep.
We're utilizing the platforms. We haven't built the IPs. We've not really had the patient money it takes to build long term. Where these innovators need, say, okay, this is the money, you've got 10 years, this is how OpenAI was built. You have 10 years, you do what you have to do, we're not asking you for returns. Do you think we have the holding power to do that?
Yes, right now, our federal institutions, the central institutions, as well as different state governments are working very robustly
Okay.
to put this infrastructure in place. For example, if I see the ACOM, this platform, our objective is to create and incubate this sort of, value into their engineering skill to come up with a value. So need not mention that we have to have high capital intensive hyperscalers over here. But we need the greatest of the brains to come to the platform and try to incubate their idea.
Yes.
Where we are trying to create this platform. And I do appreciate the high capital investments which have been done by the Western countries or the countries like China or few European countries where they have invested their capital expenditures in putting these sort of platforms. Even though we are slightly back,
Yeah.
We have the potential that our talent over here, which many Western countries or many European countries are embarking upon. This talent over here, if we can create some sort of a platform for them, we will be a way forward
Yeah.
in a decade's time.
I'm glad you brought up talent because right now also the net hiring from our top 5 tech companies, we could argue is a little bit in the negative, especially at the entry level because AI is cancelling out a lot of jobs.
Yep.
Are you doing anything to prepare our young people for the kind of vision that you have in mind so that they qualify for those jobs and we have the talent to incubate?
This is for a small example I would like to mention. We are doing many global capability centers over here. Many IT companies with the talent available over here, most of the people, I can't say, 90 or 80 or 70, I can say majority of the guys who are working on the different IT companies, even though it's a domestic company or the multinational company over here, they used to rely on coding. I'm telling in a crude way. When this advent of AI come into picture, and you know it better, low code and no code comes
Yeah.
into picture. A guy like me who doesn't have least experience or least exposure to levels of technology where I can do the coding, I can sit across on a computer and do coding for myself. Just imagine how AI has reshaped the technology. So when I thought about it, when my government thought about it, about 3 lakh people who are into these GCCs right now,
Yeah.
if they are not upskilled,
Yes.
if they are not reskilled in the next level technologies,
They'll all lose their jobs.
either they may be losing their jobs, if the guys who are working in these companies, if they don't want to embrace and integrate into their levels of thought, they would be losing their jobs and they would become redundant
Yeah.
to the next step. So we are trying to create through either it through the platform of ACOM or through our Young India Skills University or major companies over here who are also trying to upskill and reskill their workforce. You know, they are doing it great and we are, all the time we've been asked by many companies that can you able to provide a talent. We are proud to say that we will be providing the talent required for AI enterprise. And that's the real reason I stand here with pride
Okay.
that our talent, our workforce is so talented that they are embracing and integrating their streams of thought as fast as they can live up to the competitive standards required for the industry.
Does Telangana have the energy sources and the water supply to sustain its AI ambition?
Yes, as you rightly mentioned in your first question, the infrastructure required for AI to make more advanced, we require data centers. We require that ecosystem to be created. And for example, the data centers, two guzzlers right now stands here is one is power
Yes.
and one is water. Water has come down to extremely low because of the new technologies right now available for the AI data centers. But in terms of the power, keeping all this in view, we have come up with a new energy policy. The new energy policy strives to get more green energy
Yes.
and green energy based data centers will be here. At the same time, what is required for our citizens over here, the local people over here,
Yeah.
with optimal pricing, we could able to provide the qualitative power either to farmers, either to residents, or to our industry partners. These are all the requirements what we have taken into our stride and moving forward. I would like to tell, through your platform that we are not in shortage of power. We are planning power for the next 2 decades from now, and there will be no shortage of power. And we have two big natural rivers flowing across our state. The water it will never be a scarce commodity over here, and we are building the projects in such a way which will be catering to our agriculture, to our industry concerns, and to our residential people all over the state. So this we have a broad angle of looking at
forgive
things.
me, in spite of the shortfall of rain that we are witnessing this year, you're still confident? Hydroelectricity?
Yes, that's the real reason. The new energy policy is for to encourage solar energy,
Okay.
and we have given the first time ever we have given industries open access where they can produce from Rajasthan or Gujarat or some other states. They can have their power from there. We have given the license for the open access, except the wheeling charges.
Okay.
So this is the new dynamic policy what we brought in.
There was always this comparison of Hyderabad with Bangalore, both run by your party right now. Do you expect to do better than Bangalore? Do you expect to compete with Bangalore? Are you competing with other cities right now? Is there a way that Hyderabad can avoid making the mistakes that Bangalore has made?
No, we will be learning the strong points what Karnataka has become a leader by
Okay.
itself. we will be sharing their experiences, how they had built their systems. Even though we have strong ecosystems available over here, because of their entry into IT years, and decade and a half before us, has given them the lead. You know, my good friend who is also the minister on the other side, I keep interacting with him all the time to know the nuances, and he keeps interacting with me. This is a democratic setup where we build each other and country all together. And still we have a competition with them. And I see from here, with these new technologies, with cutting edge technologies, with the deep technologies, deep tech, and the talent pool
Yes.
available right over here, I have greatest hope that we will be outbeating any other state. Any other state, I bet.
Including Mr. D.K. Shivkumar's state.
Any other state. I take pride in my state rather than.
Let him take pride in his
Yes,
state.
although we hail from the same party, but we are in a competition, a healthy competition, a democratic competition, in a sportive competition what we are in. And ultimately, or either it may be Karnataka or in Telangana, we both sail together to make our India proud.
You've also been using tech and AI in your government to citizen services, sort of reviewing the way government does business in Telangana, improving the way government
Yes.
does business. Could you give us a couple of examples of successes that you have encountered?
Yes, right question. This is one where we are trying to embrace and integrate into our governance. How do we do it? First of all, we have to sensitize the government machinery. What are the advantages? What will be the impact of AI into their process of functioning? So we have set our journey to sensitize each laterals of our governance, from chief secretary, from chief minister, ministers, chief secretary, and to down below bureaucracy. We almost sensitized all our partners in our journey. What will be the impact of AI into the governance? First of all, they need to know what is AI. Everybody speaking AI, and you speak everybody here, the jargon starts with AI. So how it will be helpful? So this we sensitize. Then we started the process. We started the process of chief secretary's, functioning unit is totally AI analyzed, AI enabled, and all his workforce is AI enabled. And second level, those secretaries, all the departments, trying to embrace AI into their streams of functioning. And they're seeing the dividends also. What they could able to get a solution in 10 days, they are able to get it in an hour time. So that's how they are saving their time, energy, resources. And that's how the productivity is also creeping in. And for example, if I say this is the only state, first state, where we have tried to put in AI in the Department of Agriculture. Like we have put in our drone monitoring systems into action. What farmers can produce, what time farmers have to give water, what time the power is needed. In a simple button, they can able to do it now, right now. And we are also, that use of technology in agriculture help them in using pesticides. To what extent of pesticides they can, whatever extent of fertilizers they have to use to get the optimal production. So you just think the farmer trying to learn about the AI and how to use it when there is a shortage of the resources, even it may be farm labor, or it may be sometimes the energy constraint what they see sometimes. So this is how technology is helpful. And Department of Agriculture as literally getting the dividends out of it. And tomorrow we have to literally see each and every farmer of this state is AI enabled. So we have set that path. In terms of industry, for example, to my department too, we have sensitized our industry partners by putting an AI conference specifically on certain industries. For example, if I see, we have done an AI conference on life sciences. The big enterprises, definitely they will be having a small unit of IT into their stream. But small enterprises,
Yes.
it was helpful for them to get sensitized and how they can best use the AI using the cloud
Yeah.
or a open platform. This is how they are trying to literally see how AI is impacting. So it takes some time. Any change, especially in governance, too much of rigidity will well. And acceptance, it takes a long time for us. So even though it takes long time, we still have hope that we'll take a faster pace out of it. And we are trying to educate about this time. We are trying to literate, or we will make 1 crore people AI enabled, 1 out of 4 crores. And we have self-help groups right now, which they have manifested in a very, very formative and systematic way. The 65 lakh women self-help groups are there.
Yes.
We are trying to put AI into their stream of functioning because they do lots of economic activity where they can take this leverage and prove their efficiencies to the next level. Because we have a concept now. We have floated a concept that, we will make all our women groups. Each and every woman in that women group will make Karodupati. Not a small job. Not a small job, we know, but we have to put some dream before them. We have to achieve them. Out of 100, one could able to achieve, then they can be a great motivators for others to follow. So in this way, I think AI will help them out, will reach their goals, and we will try to be the leaders for tomorrow.
I have a very simple question, my last question for you. While we look at making Hyderabad the innovation capital of the world, are we also going to figure out a way to manage the traffic, to manage electricity supply, to manage water supply, water where we need it in the taps, not where we need it on the roads when we are driving? Are those problems also going to be solved along the way?
Yep, yeah, I do agree. I am not going back on what people are suffering. In fact, how we deal from here. Any innovation, what you said, any innovation always faces a challenges.
Yes.
If innovation doesn't face challenge, that is not an innovation at all. It has to come up with some hiccups. It has to come up with some roadblocks. And it has to come redefine, and it has to come in a seamless way to deliver the results. So here we are in the midst of the innovation, where you rightly said, for example, I was quite open to say, we are slightly feeling that congestion in commuters. So how do we deal with it? That is the biggest challenge before us. So we started underground road networking systems right now here, the first time ever. Or we have to do skyscrapers. If we do the skyscrapers, all the residents will be in agony, in anger. So better way to deal with this traffic is to create some sort of an alternative mode of transport. And we have to extend the metro rail. Metro rail, I could proudly say that we started in our Congress regime. Not even an inch moved forward. Again, because of our demographic profile, what we see today and what we will be seeing tomorrow, we have to extend this metro rail to 4 parts of our Hyderabad. It will be a great boon for all the commuters who commute every day. And we have a little as the challenge, as you rightly mentioned, is challenge right now we are facing with Central.
Yeah.
We will overcome that challenge. We will overcome that challenge. We will try to convince Central again. We will try to put across the woes of the people over from here, and Central will get convinced. And we will definitely be doing at any cost. Yesterday our Chief Minister was absolutely committal in saying that we will be doing this at any cost to ease the commuting of our people over here. And the second thing, what you have told about the drains and all, it has been built over a period of long time, and I definitely appreciate your thinking that urban planning should be so proficient, so future looking. That's what we are doing it in future city. Urban planning becomes a major part in our future city, which is going to come up. It will be the first of the state. We are making it a net zero city, where we are trying to put all these aspects into picture and see that, for example, the SAS built by Mr. G.V. Rao, who is sitting over here. We gave the permission. He has built. For all these floors, somebody back did not contemplate how many cars will be parked over here on the road, how many parks will be on the road on peak hours, how these parks will, evade through this traffic. Nobody. Somewhere there is conjunctional problem. So we are trying to correct over all those things in the next future city. And in this city too, how best we can do it, because we can't undo what things have done. No, we will be doing our own exercise, because the legacy we have imbibed on our head. We are not going to go and say that it is not our responsibility. As you rightly said, whatever the water seepage is there on the road during the main rain, whatever commuters face problem, is also our problem. We'll try to correct it. We'll try to put it. We will see that all the people who are here or anywhere in the city, what you have told, I shouldn't mention about the other cities. For example, you are from Delhi,
From Mumbai.
From Mumbai or in Delhi or my neighboring states, I would like to say, what they are facing the problems, we shouldn't face it.
Yeah.
So we keep learning from them.
So Hyderabad has the opportunity to actually correct from at this point itself and not reach that, that level
absolutely.
of issues.
Now, those are the living examples right now here. If you don't learn from those examples.
Yes.
For example, if I take one more minute, our Chief Minister has, we have a very big river, 55-kilometer stretch of Musi. It is totally disbanded, totally polluted water, polluted air, which will be just flowing through the center of city. Just imagine the plight of the people who will be residing on the adjacent sites of this Musi. We have just started the journey of cleaning it. That's called Musi Rejuvenation project. When we started, there's lots of challenges. Anyway, we are a political party and nobody would try to, get us give free credit. So they will be doing their job. So those challenges we have met, we are still meeting, but we didn't stop that. We will be flowing the river water with cleanliness and the pure air where residents can inhale, residents can drink the water from it. This is the biggest of the project where this rejuvenation project is taking place. Likewise, we will be doing it for traffic. Likewise, we will be doing, we have set our goals to see it moving. And we would like to slightly correct the systems, even though we were also there 10 years back. We were there then, not before that 10 years back. Systems would have got displaced or took a wrong direction. We are not sitting in that wrong direction what our predecessors have done, but we have to keep the systems right in our place and move forward, because the younger generation, the next generation, don't have patience basically because of short time of them. They want everything get ready. Everything should be clean, neat, ready. Everything should be fast moduled, because their life is so fast. And we have to equip ourselves with that fastness. So we are just ready, getting ready with that source of energy. Hope you got my answer.
All right, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But I know we had agreed not to ask any political questions, but I'm curious to know, while you're planning all of this for the future, any concerns about operations, Lotus, Tiger, any other kind of operations in your government?
No, I told you, when we embark on the journey for innovation, development, welfare, we may try to have these sorts of challenges. We would like to take it on.
Take it on. All right. Thank you.